So eventually, as you guys know, once the chicken stops producing eggs at a rate that is beneficial to us, we have to actually eventually start to Catherine. Not yet. Okay? Sorry about that, guys. Catherine gets a little bit excited sometimes when it comes to killing these animals, as I do. I am a hunter. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we have to wait 5 years. So Catherine, you got that. We have to wait until, 5 or so years, and then we can actually, actually kill the chicken. So for now, we're gonna wait. We're gonna exploit it. We're gonna, just kind of make its life beneficial to us and make its life solely reliant on us and make its life just really exist for the sake of our benefit, because that's ethical. So now we're gonna wait about 5 or so years. Hey everyone, John Venus here with my beautiful wife Catherine, and today we're going to be celebrating our backyard chickens and backyard eggs that we're having in our backyard. So just so everybody is aware, we bought this chicken from a breeder, and as everyone knows, when you buy a chicken from a breeder, you cause male chickens to be ground up alive because male chicks are actually useless to the egg industry. We just don't really have a moral problem with commodifying innocent beings for the sake of just getting us eggs and benefiting us. We don't really care if our decisions cause other innocent beings to die. We also don't care that for us to get those things from those innocent beings, that we have to exploit them for their entire lives. Outside of exploiting these chickens for eggs, what I really can't wait for is when this chicken can no longer produce eggs at a cost-effective rate for my benefit and Catherine's benefit, and then I will have an excuse to actually hunt and kill this chicken myself, because as I said in my last video, I want to hunt and kill these animals myself.
Especially for me as an ethical vegan of 5 years, I think it's really important for me, for my personal journey, to hunt and kill these animals myself. And the way they kill the animals really shocked me. To hunt and kill these animals myself.
We also just think that killing this animal is great for our journey. As I said in our last video, I want to end animals' journeys with my journey. With my journey and with Catherine's journey, we want to end other journeys. It's just part of our journey to end others' journeys. I hope you guys understand that and understand that it's completely moral for me to just end the journeys of other lives and justify it with the fact that it's my journey. Catherine, tell me, is it moral for us to just kill things for our journey? Awesome, I love my wife. So we are so excited to name this chicken. I mean, how awesome is it to name something that you're actually going to eventually murder? It must not feel weird at all to end a being whose life you plan to actually end yourself. Now, before we start naming our future murder victim, I wanna say that if you didn't see, I ended up having a psychiatrist on my channel to talk about the problems with the plant-based diet. I just felt that it made sense to get a psychiatrist on board to talk about the carnivore diet, a diet that doesn't have much research supporting it, as opposed to having an actual plant-based medical doctor talk about the plant-based diet and all the mountains of research supporting it. I just think that a psychiatrist advocating for a diet that has no evidence on it outside of anecdote makes more sense than having an actual plant-based medical doctor come on my channel and talk about the plant-based diet, a diet that has mountains of research supporting it. This makes a lot of sense, right, Catherine? Yes. So the reason I had this psychiatrist come on my channel is because I still don't really have a real reason as to why I stopped being vegan. So I'm still looking for a reason because I didn't really have anything to begin with. It was really just emotion. So yeah, I had that psychiatrist come on my channel to confirm my biases against veganism with really poor research, and yeah, it really helped me feel a lot better about my unjustified decision to start murdering animals. I'm making a lot of sense right now, right, Catherine? See? All right, guys, it's the time we've all been waiting for. It's time to actually name our murder victim. So we've actually been thinking for a while what we should name this murder victim. It's kind of hard to think about what you'd want to name someone who ends up serving you their entire life only to eventually be murdered by you. So it's not really like an easy decision to just be like, oh, what are we going to name this future murder victim? Like, what are we going to name this being that I plan to eventually, just like stab him in the throat? So we actually had a couple names that we plan on giving our future murder victim. The first one was your male counterpart was thrown in a macerator. The second one was my journey. And then the third one, what was the third? Catherine, what was the third one that we came up with? Yes, that one. So that's actually, I think, the one we're gonna choose. Thank you so much, Catherine. So when it comes to the other two names, My Journey and Your Male Counterpart Was Thrown in a Macerator, there were reasons why I really didn't think that these names would work. Number one, when it comes to My Journey, I was thinking, why would I call a being My Journey when my journey is the only journey that I actually care about? And that my journey actually involved ending Journey's life. If we called them Journey, it'd be like, my journey is ending Journey's life. Wouldn't make much sense. And when it comes to the name, Your Male Counterpart Was Thrown in a Macerator, I don't want to be reminded of the suffering that my actions caused and how my actions caused a male baby chick to be thrown in a macerator. So I don't want to live with that cognitive dissonance. So I figured that, Catherine's name that she named was probably the best name that I can think of. So we're gonna go with that name. Thanks again, Catherine. Guys, I'm just so excited to have these eggs. There's definitely no way that I can live a lifestyle without these eggs. I know I still haven't specified what the nutrient is that I can't get from a vegan diet that I will be getting from this chicken, but just assume that that nutrient does exist and I can only get it from this chicken. Now, speaking of the vegan diet and the vegan diet being flawed, a lot of you have been asking for different studies from me to really justify my decision to no longer be vegan. So I finally have compiled 3 studies 3 amazing studies that are actually going to prove that the vegan diet is flawed. So here's the first study. If you scroll down to the bottom of this study, you'll see that there's a lot of information and there's a lot of data supporting my actual claims. Here's the second study. This study just lets us know that when it comes to your mind and your emotions, if your emotions are telling you that you need meat, it's definitely true. It's not like a placebo or anything. It's just the fact that you need meat. You need meat when your emotions say, I need meat. And here's the last study. This study is very long. It's so long that I've actually sent it to my brother Leo, the medical doctor, and he's still reading it. There's a lot of words on this one. So actually, please, if you have the time, take the time to read it yourself. There's a lot of data, and I really think that the vegan community needs to read this study because there's just so much information on it disproving the vegan diet. So I don't want to hear anybody asking me for evidence again. I have just shown adequate evidence against the vegan diet. Catherine, have I just showed good evidence against the vegan diet? Exactly. So if you guys don't remember, in my last video, I talked about how fish and eggs were very good for my butt cheeks and making my butt cheeks very dry. And another thing that really happened was when I was vegan, like I'd be eating in the sun and stuff, my actual, like, this is gonna sound weird guys, but my butt cheeks would like sweat like a lot. And then once I started introducing oysters and fish into my diet, like my butt cheeks don't sweat. Like they don't sweat anymore. And I don't know, like, so after I started eating oysters and eggs, my butt cheeks just stopped sweating completely. And you know, some say this is placebo, but I can tell you, I really feel it in my heart that it was from the eggs. It was from the eggs. My butt cheeks no longer sweat. And I really think that you guys should look into this, and you know, maybe there's some YouTube videos or gurus that are talking about it, but yeah, just my butt cheeks. I've been getting a lot of comments from people asking, hey John, how are your butt cheeks doing? Are your butt cheeks still dry? And let me just tell you, they are drier than ever. Now I still don't have data and science to actually support it, but really guys, my butt cheeks have been so dry. Catherine actually has been the one exposed to them the most. Catherine, how dry are my butt cheeks? Exactly, my butt cheeks are extremely dry, so just understand that if you want dry butt cheeks, have fish and eggs in your diet. No data to support this whatsoever, but it's my feelings, and what matters more, feelings and emotions or science? Feelings and emotions. I want to talk about now my hunting journey. Remember in my last video I said that I'm going to start hunting deer. So I've actually ended the lives and shot about 9 deer in the brain since my last video, and it feels so good. I've had such a spiritual experience in shooting deer in the brain. I've realized that these deer want to be shot. They want to be killed. They know their place in nature, and that being shot in the brain is really good for them. So when I see a pack of deer and a bunch of families of deer, and I aim my humane and benevolent rifle at their head, because by the way, my rifle is actually a humane and benevolent one. It's really good for them. It's good because it ends their life. Like, it's really good for them. So Catherine, tell me, when I'm aiming my rifle at these deer and these families, are they running away, or are they like saying, shoot me, take me? Exactly. They're saying, shoot me, take me. So that is what's really happening when I'm hunting now, and it's so great. It's such a spiritual experience, and I just love having deer to just kill. It's just great. It makes me feel very spiritual. So eventually, as you guys know, once the chicken stops producing eggs at a rate that is beneficial to us, we have to actually eventually start to kill. Catherine. Not yet. Okay? Sorry about that, guys. Catherine gets a little bit excited sometimes when it comes to killing these animals, as I do. I am a hunter. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we have to wait 5 years. So Catherine, you got that? We have to wait until, 5 or so years, and then we can actually, actually kill the chicken. So for now, we're gonna wait, we're gonna exploit it, we're gonna, just kind of make its life beneficial to us and make its life solely reliant on us and make its life just really exist for the sake of our benefit, because that's ethical. So now we're gonna wait about 5 or so years. All right, guys, we killed the chicken. It was very natural. A lot of you vegans are probably gonna be saying, why didn't you just let it free? Why didn't you just let it, exist and be free and not like, stab it? Listen, this is natural. We've been doing this for thousands of years, okay? Thousands of years. This is what's been happening for humans, for all species. Lions do it. I'm basically a lion. Like, this is, there's nothing wrong with what I just did. This chicken, like the deer, enjoys being killed. It enjoys having its life taken. It's actually evolved to serve me. So yeah, guys, please, vegans, if you're gonna leave your hate comments about the fact that I just murdered a chicken, go for it. I mean, whatever. I'm not really gonna, I'll probably block you, whatever. If you have good arguments, I'm gonna block you because I can't respond to good arguments. But yeah, just whatever. We're glad that we killed this chicken. We have food to eat. It's not like we could have went to the market and just bought food ourselves made of plants. There was no way we could have avoided killing this chicken. No way at all. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. If you support my work and want to support me on Patreon, the link is in the description below. I'm John Venus. and we are out.